All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody to Chair Yoga. I'm Jerry Givens, for those of you who I do not know. Before we get started, just make sure that you have everything you need, which is a chair. I'm just using my dining room chair. It doesn't have any wheels on it. There's no arms on it. So if you have something like that, that might be best, but by all means, we can just use whichever chair you have at your disposal, okay? So today's class is going to be all about creating mobility in your spine. So from the tip of the tailbone all the way up through each vertebrae to that point at the center of the brain where the spine connects to the skull. So to get to that point, I just want us to become really aware of your spine, and then we'll start moving. So unlike previous classes where I've had you slide to the back of your chair and relax for a moment, I'd actually like you to come forward to the edge of your seat, so the hips are still on the chair, of course, but the legs are extending outward. And you'll have your heels underneath your knees, and your knees are about hip distance apart to start. Because this inward turning we're about to do will turn into some movement, and it's best when you have a tall spine. Okay, so sit up tall, relax your shoulders down your back, and just close your eyes for a moment and become aware of your spine, the skeletal structure from the base of your tailbone all the way up again to that point at the center of the brain. Aware of the spine. Connecting to the pelvis, connecting to the rib cage, the collarbones, shoulders, and the head balancing on the tip of the spine. And take a deep breath in and out. Allow your awareness to come back, eyes opening, and take your feet a little bit wider apart. So mine are about as wide as my chair legs, or just a little bit wider than my shoulders. And the heels are still stacking underneath the knees. So starting, just go ahead and sway to one side, come back to center and sway to the other side. And just keep swaying. And let's breathe as you move, aware of the inhale, aware of the exhale. And the spine itself is swaying kind of like a blade of grass in the wind. It's an analogy that's often used. Just free flowing from side to side. You might notice some tension, some areas of the spinal column that feel maybe more tense or sore or stiff. We're going to work on that, don't worry. Breathe. From side to side. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to make this movement just a hair more dynamic. So have your arms down by your hips. Keep swaying. With your next inhale, reach your left arm up and over, and then come back up to a tall spine and go to the other side, reaching the right arm up and over, and then come back. So the arms are just involved here. Try to keep your hips grounded as much as possible as you sway from side to side. It's a little dancey. If it feels good for you, you can let it be dancey. Reaching to one side, coming back up. And this is a little bit of core strength as well, because without the arms, or the hands on the legs, I should say, you really have to use your core to pull you back up and extend. So keep going a few more times from side to side, warming up the spine, the sides of the body, the core. If you haven't taken a deep breath in a few moments, go ahead and take a deeper, fuller breath. Just allowing the spine to feel fluid. One more time on each side. And then bring yourself up to a tall spine, hands resting on the thighs, and just feel sensation for a moment. Maybe you start to feel your heart rate has picked up. Maybe there's some heat. Good. So you can keep your feet and knees where they're at. With your inhale, draw the heart forward, look up. With your exhale, round your back and look down. I'll turn sideways so you can see my spine. Inhale, looking up, and exhale, rounding, looking down. And it's good to note that most of the movement here is happening in the upper back. The lower back isn't swaying a lot, but trying to create that mobility in the upper spine. Inhale, opening. Exhale, rounding. Good. Continuing. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, opening. Mobility in the upper spine. Keep going. We'll go for about another 15 seconds or so. Opening and rounding. Opening and rounding. Good. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, hinge at the hips and just fold forward. Hands can stay on the thighs. And stay for about 2 breaths. And then inhale, come back up to a tall spine. Again, feel sensation. Become aware of the spine from the base of the tailbone all the way up to the center of your brain. We've worked on the core so far. We've worked on the upper back, around the chest and heart, shoulder blades. Deep breath in and out. Good. There's even more ways to move the spine, as we're about to find out. A good note for this next exercise, think about keeping both hips grounded to your chair as much as possible, okay? So you keep your hands on the thighs, if that's helpful for you, and you're gonna sway to a side, and that's just the starting point, and then you're gonna round forward, rotate forward to the other side, arcing back a little bit, and then to the side, coming forward as far as you can, and then back. Good. Keep going. I like to inhale as I go back and exhale as I come forward. That just feels natural in my body, but just make sure that you are breathing. Your eyes can be closed, your eyes can be open. If you start to feel a little bit dizzy, just slow down or make sure that your eyes are looking at one point the entire time. You can pick a point in front of you. Again, think about keeping the hips grounded to the chair the entire time. Breathe. Back and forward. Let's do just a couple more rotations in this direction. One more time. And then as you come into the forward fold, go ahead and stay. You can fold a little bit deeper if you'd like to, and if you have the access. Deep breath in and out. And then go ahead and come back up to a tall seat. Take a moment, especially if you kind of feel like you're still spinning. Good. So we went in one direction. I went clockwise. I'm not sure which way you went. We're going to go the other direction now, okay? So go ahead and lean to the other side from where you started before, and then dip forward. Roll to the other side, come back up and back, and keep on rolling. Again, go at your own pace. Think about keeping the hips grounded the entire time. And again, if you start to feel a little dizzy, you can breathe deeper and you can focus the eyes to a single point in front of you. And again, just some instruction with the breath. I like to inhale as I go back and exhale as I fold forward. Just make sure you're breathing. Big circles with the spine. Keeping the hips grounded. Let's just do a few more rotations, okay? And take your time getting there. But as you come into the forward fold this time, go ahead and stay. Breathe here. One more breath. Deep breath in and out. Then inhale, come back up to a tall spine. Feel sensation. Let's just do a little bit of work with the breath here while we adjust physically. Taking a deep breath in. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale deeply. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Feel the breath return to normal. All right. So you can keep your feet and your knees this far apart if you'd like to. Believe it or not, there's more ways to move the spine. It's interesting with the spine because it does have so many ways that it can flex and bend that to really help get all the mobility and all the flexibility in it that we can. We have to do quite a bit. So we'll do more. All right, I'm going to turn sideways, but you can keep facing forward. We'll start sitting tall, and you can watch me do a couple of rounds if you want to, just to see what's happening in my spine. But I'll take a deep breath in. With the exhale, I'll drop the chin, and I'll roll forward or downward and forward, a single vertebrae at a time. And at the bottom, I'll scoop the neck up, lift the heart, and bring myself up back to a tall spine. So we're snaking down and then lifting back up. So again, that's drop the chin, roll down, exhale. Inhale, scoop the heart forward, sit up tall. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, come back up. Go ahead and join me if you're not doing so already. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale up. Keep going. Think about keeping the hips grounded. This is helping, in addition to creating mobility in the spine, this is helping to strengthen the lower back. It's helping to pull you up. Snaking down, exhale. Scooping up, inhale. We'll do a couple more rounds. One more. Exhale, snake down. Inhale, come all the way back up and stay tall. Taking a deep breath in. Hold at the top of the inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Breathing normally. So the exercise we just did, we tucked the chin, we snaked down, and inhale came back up. We're going to go in the opposite movement. So we'll exhale, fold forward, and then inhale to the best of your ability, feel the core engage, and roll yourself up a single vertebrae at a time. So it looks like this. It'll be exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, feel the spine stack as you come back up. Head is the last to lift. So again, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, roll up the spine, a single vertebrae at a time. Please join me if you haven't already. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, rolling up. Chin is the last to lift. Exhale, inhale. Going as slowly or quickly as your body feels inclined to. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, bowing forward. Let's do a few more rounds. One more time. Exhale, folding. Inhale up to a tall spine and stay. Feel sensation. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale. Exhale through your mouth. And bringing yourself on back. So much with the spine, using the breath to help us support that. Good. So now I'll ask you to bring your feet just a little bit closer together, kind of where we had them at the very beginning, where the knees were hip distance apart and heels stacking underneath your knees. Good. We're going to do a twist now because oddly enough, we haven't really twisted the spine at all. We've done a bunch of rotations and flexing and side to side, but haven't actually rotated. So we're going to do a little bit of that right now. So take your right hand across your body to the outside of your left thigh or knee, and take your left hand either onto the seat of the chair next to you, or some of you might have the flexibility to hold on to the back of your chair. Okay, so make a connection. Then inhale, sit up as tall as you can. With your exhale, roll the left shoulder back and look behind you. Stay in the pose and sit up tall again. And exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper, feeling the navel pull in towards your spine and to the left. And just keep working that left shoulder back. Now to feel a neck stretch here, keep that left shoulder anchoring back behind you. Keep twisting back. And then turn your chin as far to the right as you can. So the left shoulder is anchoring back. The chin is trying to look over the right shoulder. Deep breaths. One more. Now to come out, look behind you first. Then inhale to unwind. Good, taking a deep breath in and out. Now we'll twist to the other direction. So take your left hand across to the outside of your right thigh or knee, and your right hand can hold onto the chair next to you, or if you have the flexibility, you can hold onto the back of your chair behind you. Sit up tall, inhale, and with your exhale, twist, taking your right shoulder as far back behind you as you can and looking over that back shoulder. Staying in the pose, sit up tall again, and exhale, twist deeper. And keep anchoring that right shoulder behind you. Now going into the next stretch part of this, keep your right shoulder anchoring back and turn your chin over your left shoulder. So look forward and as far to the left as you can as you anchor your right shoulder back. One more breath. Now to come out, look behind you first, and then inhale, unwind to center. Okay, feel sensation. Always coming back to that sensation, just really tracking what's happening in the body, keeping us present with the exercise, with the practice. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath in, exhale through your mouth. All right, we're almost to the end of our practice before we meditate, but I just want to do a couple more things just to make sure that we feel nice and good. So we're going to come back into a spinal flexion that we did earlier. So I'll turn to the side, but you can keep facing forward. Just inhale, sit up tall, take the shoulders back and open the heart toward the ceiling. And the head can come back slightly as well. And breathe. If having the neck going back is feeling a little unstable for you, you can reach a hand back behind you and support the head. Good. And then sit up tall. And then we'll fold, we'll fold forward over the legs. You can allow the chin to drop toward your throat, the back of the neck releasing. And you can keep your hands on your thighs or knees, or if you'd like to, you can extend or relax your arms toward the floor. Take a deep breath in and out. And then with your inhale, come back up to a tall seat. Wonderful. All right. Now I will ask you to slide to the back of your chair, please, so that you can sit comfortably for a short meditation. So relaxing back. It may not surprise you that our meditation this afternoon will be on the spine, which is great because we just spent a lot of time really bringing some conscious awareness to it. So become aware of your spine again as your eyes close. And take a deep breath in and out. And become aware of a spark of light at the base of the tailbone. It might look like a flame or a star or just a ball of energy or like a sparkler spark. However best you can imagine light at the really tip of the tailbone. And with your next inhale, see that light move up through your spine, passing through each vertebrae, and at the top of the inhale, coming to the center of your brain. And as you exhale, see that same light move downward through the spine, again passing through each vertebrae, and at the bottom of your exhale, coming to the tip of your tailbone. Inhale, see the light ascend the spine, moving up. The top of the inhale, coming to the center of the brain. And exhale, see the light descend the spine, coming to the tip of the tailbone at the bottom of the exhale. And just continue to see this light move up on inhale and down on exhale. Moving with that breath. And you can imagine that with each sweep of this light through the spine, that it's helping to relieve any stress, any tension, any pain that might be present along the spinal column. It's almost like this light is cleaning your spine, burning or brushing away any impurities, any dust, any stagnation. The light ascending the spine on inhale, the light descending the spine on exhale. And as this imagery, this intention continues, you might feel the spine lighter, both lighter as there's just less weight to it, and also lighter, it just might seem brighter, more supple, stronger. Inhale, light ascending the spine. Exhale, light descending the spine for just a couple more breaths. And take your time getting there, but as you see the light, spark of light, return to the base of the spine, release the imagery, and just feel your spine light, relieved, strong, and healthy. And then taking a deep breath in and out. And bring your palms together in front of you and rub them together, creating heat, stimulating the palms. And take the heated palms over your eyes. And then brush back over the top of your head, down your neck, bringing yourself back to the space around you. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice today. I hope it's been helpful for you to really get in touch with your spine. And any of these practices you can take into your day-to-day awareness, moment-to-moment awareness, if you feel like you need to loosen up a bit. So until next time, take care.